friends, I'm Edyta Sitar from Laundry Basket Quilts. Welcome to Quilting Window. And guess what? It's time for our block of the month. Lady Tulip. It's coming together so beautiful. Those 6.5-inch blocks are so cute. If you're just joining us in, we are working on a block of the month project. So for last few months, we have met up every month and enjoy making blocks together. Every month we make 3 block design, and each block design we made 3 times. The blocks are so cute. Like I said, they're 6.5 unfinished, and they're perfect for this beautiful medallion quilt that I have right in front of me. So guess what? We have one more time that we're gonna meet to make 3 blocks design, and then we're moving into the center and how to put your quilt together, and we are done. I am so excited and I am so thankful for everybody to join us in. And if you did not, it's okay. You can still watch the video. You can grab a bundle of Lady Tulip and maybe work from the bundle. We have a beautiful pattern called Lady Tulip, and you can get the designs from the pattern. But for all the girls and guys that are working on a block of the month, they're getting a packages like this with the monthly 3 blocks that we're doing, and I'm gonna put those right in front of me. This is the block we're gonna work on it today on 19, 20, and 21, and you can choose an option where your blocks are pre-cut. Let me open this and show it to you guys. I'm not gonna rush. We have really nice blocks that we're gonna be working today on. So look at this. This is block 20, this is block 19, this is 21. All the pieces are pre-cut for you. Or you can choose the second option, and that's the regular fabric, and you're gonna cut those yourself using our patterns. So I'm using the pre-cut pieces, and for anybody that is just joining us in, we got few extra kits. They're on our website, so they're limited amount. We only have few, and you can get a full kit for the whole quilt, and you can work from that kit and make your quilt as well. If you joining us late, guess what? If you're looking for a winter project or a special Christmas gift, why not shopping for yourself a little bit earlier? This is a beautiful kit and includes all the blocks pre-cut and then the fabric for sashing, cornerstone, and borders. So we don't cut those for you. You will cut them yourself. Pattern also is not included. You're gonna have to get the pattern separately, but all the blocks are there and you're ready, set, go. And come join me, watch the videos so we can make the quilt together. Today, like I said, we're gonna be working on a block 19, 20, and 21. And I'm gonna start with block 19, and it's super fun and simple. It's made from half square triangles. I'm gonna choose my fabric pieces and lay my block out, and I'm gonna start by taking my light half square triangle and a dark one, place them right sides together, just like this, stitch right here using a 1/4 inch seam allowance, and I already stitched some right there. Open it up, and now with a gentle clip right there, you're gonna clip those bunny ears. And always check yourself. You know, I take my half square triangles, I put my ruler over, and I check they are 2.5 by 2.5, perfect. If anything is not right, now it's the time to go ahead. Let me make sure my ruler is laying right, to trim it if needed, and you can do that if you would like to. And look at the little bit of trimming, but you know, little bit and little bit adds it together, and then you don't gonna have a perfect block if it's not perfectly square out. So right there, this is what I'm doing. I'm trimming just gently, making sure that it's exact the size as required in a pattern where it's 2.5 by 2.5 unfinished. Once you have your half square triangle, small ones finished, you're gonna go ahead, press them beautifully. I start by just pressing with my little cute pressing tool, but then I take it to my ironing board and nicely press it. You can add a little bit of spray of best spray for a little stiffness. If you don't want it, that's okay, but nicely press, then move on to sewing your large half square triangles. and your large half square triangle. I'm gonna take a light, I'm gonna take a dark, I'm gonna place it right sides together, beautiful, make sure that nothing moves, and I'm gonna start stitching on the top straight down using 1/4 inch seam allowance. And the same idea, I'm gonna go ahead, open first using my little pressing tool, press it really nice open, don't stretch anything. If it's laying nice and flat, great. If not, add a little steam and an iron. But don't forget, grab your little bit of a scissors and trim those little bunny ears, and also double check that this is a correct size, 4.5 by 4.5. So put the ruler on, and I'm using my 6.5 by 6.5 Creative Grids ruler for this project through the whole project, because my blocks are 6.5 inch unfinished. So this ruler has been just delightful, and I have the ruler from previous project that we did. Oh, this looks great, perfect. I don't even have to trim anything. So wonderful. So I was telling you, I have the ruler from one of our project. It was a mystery quilt that we did together, a Michigan mystery quilt, and it works so nice. So once I have all my half square triangle ready, I'm gonna start laying out my block. And I start by placing my big half square triangle unit. Then I'm gonna go ahead and grab my small half square triangles, and I'm shading from dark to light, and the lightest one is this one right from the corner. And look, I forgot to trim my bunny ears, so I'm gonna do it right away. Do not forget to do that. Clip those bunny ears, because it makes an easier transition between the pieces. Now I need 2 more half square triangles, so I have all my pieces for my block. I'm gonna start by sewing these pieces into one row. I'm gonna sew those 2 half square triangle into a row, and this is gonna be right there. Now I'm gonna take those half square triangles, place this big one right over, sew it, flip it open, then I'm gonna add this row right onto it, and I'm gonna have my block done. Let me show it to you. Isn't that beautiful? Look how cute it is. I love those simple blocks. They're so much fun. Big triangles, small triangles, little trimming, and look how cute and pretty it is. All my seams are pushed really nice. Everything looks great, and I am excited to make 2 more blocks, because you need total of 3 block number 19. 3 of them for the whole quilt. Remember, we're always repeating everything by 3, because we're making 3 blocks for the whole quilt, and we're gonna scatter them around. It's gonna tie everything really nicely together for us. The next block is just as fun and just as easy to do. It's made from really cute units made from 3 strips right here. It calls rail fence, and I love this little unit. All that you do is place your rectangles right sides together, stitch, flip it open, right there, then go ahead to the other side, flip it open. And what I like to do, I follow the pattern from my pressing, but also I pay attention sometimes to just double check. I want to make sure that everything is gonna be locking between the units, so I wait to last minute till I have all of my units finished to push my seam allowances and press. So right there, this one, I push my seam allowance towards the center. The one that it's gonna go next to it, right there, I push my seam allowance in opposite. So that way, right here, I know I can nest and lock my seam allowances, and everything is gonna look wonderful. Then I have another one and another one, and you can rotate and place them anywhere you want it. I have them in a cute little rows, just like this. And all that I'm going to do is I'm gonna place them right sides together, right there, pin, and I love my glass head pins. Oh, those, that's not one of them. Oh, there it is, really nice and thin right there. You asking which ones are those? Let me show you the packagings. The glass head pins, it calls patchwork pins, fine, and those are from Clover. Those are the ones that I really like to use. And I'm gonna go ahead and pin it right here, stitch, flip it open, do the same thing right here, lock, stitch, flip it open, And once you have your first row sewn together, this row and this row, all that you have to do is sew the rows together and push that seam allowance in opposite directions, because you want your block to look great right here in the center. You can spin and open this up and look at how sweet it looks. And again, all that you have to do now, practice makes perfect. Make 2 more for total of 3 blocks. Do you see how fun and exciting this is? And I have to tell you, from all the projects, I absolutely love the pre-cut kits, because I'm busy too. I'm running around, have to cook dinner, do this, do that, and just pulling a cute little package and open it up and get all my pieces out to make a beautiful block. It's so fun and easy. And I have to tell you, it just saves me so much time to press the fabric, to cut the fabric. Everything is ready for me, and I just can sit down and do what I love, what it's so. And right there, our next block, block 21, is this cute little basket, and we have background, we have a handle. The handle has a fusible webbing on. I'm gonna show you in a moment what I'm gonna do with that one. And I'm gonna go ahead, and there are 2 triangles for the base. I'm gonna move this a little bit up so I can show it to you what I'm gonna do. I place my light and a dark one together. I stitched right here. Then the next step, gently I'm going to open up without stretching the fabric and pulling on that fibers gently. Do you see? I'm just making a smooth little circles. I just cold press with my little tool. It's so nice. Look at this. And the next step, I'm gonna take my ruler. I'm gonna place my ruler right there, this line, the 45-degree line, right on the edge, just like this. And I'm gonna match point and point, and with my rotary I'm going to go ahead and cut it. Okay, once I cut it, now look at this. I have a left and I have a right for the base of my basket, and I just have to take this, place it right sides together, stitch. Beautiful. Once I finish stitching, let me show it to you. I have one prepared for you. Look at this. I finished stitching. I match this point exactly right here. It's gonna overlap quite a bit. Do not worry about it. You want to have a nice bottom of your little basket. All that I have to do is open it up and gently with my fingers press towards the basket base. Then I'm gonna go ahead and take this part right there, place it right sides together. Isn't that sweet? And you can put a nice pin right there in the middle, right there in the middle. Why didn't I put it on a point? Because I don't want to disturb the point. I like it in the middle, so that way my hands are free. I can make sure that I have a good beginning right here, and I can stitch right down. As I come to the middle, I'm gonna pull that pin and I'm gonna gently hold it down as I'm stitching, so this doesn't turn up like this and make a boo-boo for us. So gently hold it like this and stitch, finish it up. As soon as I finish, I'm gonna go ahead, flip it open, and I have a base for my basket. Now once I have my base done, I have to address the top of my basket and that cute little handle. Before I sew this to this, I'm going to applicate my handle, and I'm going to fold this in half, gently crease it so that way I know where the middle is. Then I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing with my handle. I'm gonna very gently, don't be rough on it, be nice and gentle, just like this. You're gonna make a crease so that way this crease matches this crease. But before we match, we need to go ahead, just, did you see what I did? I creased this and the fabric separate away from the paper, and the fusible webbing is gently stuck onto it. And I'm gonna go ahead and place my handle right there, nice in the middle. Oh, I need to be a little bit lower down right there, because I want those ends right there to be almost touching to the edge, just like this. Oh, this is going to be wonderful. Do you see how gently I move them down? And this is stuck. This has a fusible webbing with a little bit of a sticky on it, so the handle is stuck, but only long enough that you can go ahead now to your ironing board and iron. And you're gonna iron really nice because you want that sticky to go away. You want only the fabric be fused together, but you don't want to have that extra sticky gook up your needle, as you're gonna use a zigzag stitch, blanket stitch, or you can just sew through the middle as a straight stitch, just to hold your handle in place and have a raw edge applique. But if you put a little zigzag, blanket, or satin stitch, it's going to be fusible finish edge applique, because we finish the edge with a zigzag, blanket, or satin stitch. And you can choose any stitch you want. I'm gonna use nylon invisible thread, and I'm gonna use a zigzag around the edge. I want to hide that stitch, but I want to secure my edges in place. Okay, once I finish that, all that I have to do is place the right sides together, stitch, flip it open, and I have my basket done, ready, set, go. And all that I have to do, make 2 more, because remember, we're making all the blocks 3 times. So exciting, so exciting. Look at how beautiful this look. And I already trimmed some of the bunny ears. Square up my block, make sure I put my ruler over. Yep, 6.5 by 6.5. Perfect. This is ready, set, go for my quilt. And I have to tell you, I cannot help myself but keep looking at my cute blocks. Look at this, spools and baskets and little twirling fans and little broken dishes and square in a square. Look at all these cute little designs that we are making, and they're gonna be perfect for our medallion quilt from Lady Tulip pattern. So I hope you had fun. I can't wait to see you next month for month number 8. So we have 8 and 9, and we're done with the quilt. I'm so excited for you guys. Super fun. Please let us know if you need anything. Email us at laundrybasketquilts.com, and don't forget, visit our YouTube channel and like us, and don't forget to also visit our Instagram and our website for anything that you need in quilting. Happy quilting, and I hope you decide on one of those Lady Tulip kits so you can start if you have not started yet. Happy quilting!